So what I'm doing right now is I'm going through an old pallet of what we consider private reserve. And then, like I said, in previous videos, we take whatever private reserve that I'm willing to sell, we put it out for Instagram live sales, and then the rest of it goes and gets palleted like this and goes back onto the shelving unit as a more permanent thing. So here is kind of stuff that I'm looking to hold on to, and then there is stuff that I'm looking to probably sell, but this is just a piece I just unwrapped right now. And again, one of the things I say all the time is that a lot of people don't understand how important it is to hold on to your really, really good stuff. So, you know, as I'm going through this material, which has been packed away for at least a year and a half, and I'm finding this stuff, and I'm very happy because a lot of this stuff is not even stuff that's on the market anymore. So it's really important that you do what I've been saying for a long time, which is you hold on to your material and you're not so quick to sell off the really, really good stuff. So like, for example, even I'm unpacking this amethyst and I'm pulling out amethyst of this caliber and quality, which I held on to a year and a half ago, thinking that, okay, what happens when, you know, you can't get this kind of quality anymore, which you can still kind of get, but not really. This is some pink amethyst that I just unpacked from these boxes. And, you know, the quality of which is just extremely, extremely high. So I am like really glad that I held on to this material. Getting pink amethyst is a thing still, but getting that quality pink amethyst is not really a thing anymore. So the value of this material just goes up and up and up. And again, I can't iterate more to people. You know, if you have good material, make sure you hold on to it. Let's get into some of this. This is a piece I haven't gotten out of the box yet, but this is like an amethyst or a cornucopia. Actually, this is the top of a geode. So that's literally the head of a geode. But when you flip it upside down, you can see inside it's all angel aura coated. So this is something that I am gonna hold on to. I have this piece right here, cubic green apophyllite with skullite. I actually don't even wanna take this out of the box because it's extremely fragile. Let me see, maybe I can. So this is a piece I'm also gonna continue to hold on to. Okay, this is a collection that came out of a pocket in Minas Gerais. This amethyst flower with barite and muscovite. And this was something that we bought probably around 4 years ago. And I saved the whole collection. And then you see the backside. No, and I'm gonna say that this is around a $2,500 rock, which I'm gonna, you know, continue to hold on to here. When I bought it at the time, it was probably worth around $1,500. So like I said, the price of minerals is skyrocketing all the time. And it's one of those things where I can't iterate enough to people how important it is to hold on to the best of the best stuff that you get your hands onto. All right, let's look at a couple of other. These are like insane. It's really nice that I get to show this off. This is stuff that I wouldn't even put out in the museum gallery. You got this guy in there too. I don't even really want to take this stuff out. I'm trying my best to not really touch it too much. You know, and this was another piece of that same collection. There's a lot of it. You can see all of these boxes are from that collection. You know, amethyst flower. Very high quality. This is stuff that so just so you know, like I actually do wind up dumping certain things. You know, I found this labradorite bowl, which I'm like, okay, I can sell that. And then these are pieces from that collection that I decided I could part with. This is actually a really nice one, but I don't want to hold on to everything. So this is the stuff that I'm willing to sell here. And that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm going through, pretty much this whole shelf is mostly private reserve stuff I've held on to. So going through it again and making sure that it's actually what I want. The reason I'm producing this content is because it's nice for you guys to be able to go through this experience to some degree with me. So this is like grape colored amethyst. Again, very happy I held on to this material because Brazilian amethyst is decreasing in quality rapidly. So if you can get your hands on really good quality Brazilian amethyst, it's worth holding on to. You know, this whole box right here is just really, really high graded amethyst. Green cubic apophyllite, really high quality piece. But this, again, this is something that I have better pieces than this. So I don't need to hold on to this, I can sell this. So this is gonna go now onto this table of stuff that I'm willing to part with. I've also said in other videos, you know, what you think is amazing today might not be amazing to you in a year from now. As you go further into the business, you need to keep reevaluating your material. Because while that's a fine mineral, I have things that are way better than that. Okay, let's see what's in this box right here. This is also a piece that I don't desperately need to hold on to, so this is something I'm willing to let go of. Also, I said this in videos too. There's a couple of clients that I like, that I know will want this, and they get contacted first. You know, in the previous video I made, which I think is 10 things to know about the crystal industry or something, being on the good side of your suppliers is something that's really valuable. The reason I say it is because now the really good clients that I have, the ones that really make my life simple and easy, they're the ones that are on my mind when I'm looking at this material and saying, oh, I know who I could offer this to first and second and third. So that's what I've been trying to kind of say, is that when you're on the really good side of your supplier, then you're on their mind when this opportunities happen, where I'm like, okay, this is private reserve stuff. It's not the cream of the crop, but it's right underneath that, and it goes to my, you know, my favorite clients. And it's material that I'll sell before I put it on the table. So it doesn't make sense for me to go and put it out on the table and wait for someone to come and buy it. I'll sell it today. So this is something that I'll continue to hold on to right here. They got a little friend in here. Really, really nice rock. And then the last box I got is this one from this pallet. Look at this piece of barite. This blue barite that's in there. Quality level 100. So that's why I held on to that and saved that. Especially now in this day and age where there's so many new people getting into the industry, they don't know about classification. They don't really understand quality yet. Like I said, my brother, who's been doing this with me for a long time now, it took him years to really learn quality control and actually being able to grade and classify material. But it's one of the things where you have all these new kids getting into the business and they really don't know what they're looking at for the most part, which makes things difficult because they could be selling really high-end material for really, really cheap. They could be selling low-end material thinking that it's valuable for too high, and those are pitfalls of the industry. This is all like really high-grade wolfenite that I'll hold on to. This whole flat right here, and you can even see this. I don't even really want to touch this stuff, but this is the good stuff right here. This might be the third time I'm going through most of this stuff. So again, the refinement is really important. You every year revisit your private reserve, your backstock. And here we have pink Tibetan quartz. And the reason I held on to it is because this is all hematite on the backside. You really don't see, you know, and then this is all crystallized. This is all quartz druze underneath it, but you really don't see quartz clusters a lot with hematite attached to them. So that's why I held on to this piece, but I think this is a piece I'm willing to let go of. And then what I'm gonna do is when I'm done with this last box, I'm gonna send a video of this whole table and what it is to one person first and then see what they wanna do. If they don't want it, then I send the video to the next person until I get to somebody who decides they wanna take it, which usually is gonna happen within 1 or 2, because I already know who would want that and what they're willing to pay for it. Okay, you know, this is just a really high quality piece of amethyst with dog-tooth calcite on it, but again, also not something that I desperately need to hold on to. Really nice rock, but I don't need to hold that long term. And this is the last piece of the day. So the backside is a pink amethyst cluster, what you would call pink amethyst. It's on grape amethyst. This is a really nice rock. And this is something that I will decide to hold on to long term. That's it. Thank you for watching.